Natural and home remedies for iron deficiency anemia. Best home remedies for anemia. Anemia is not a disease, it's a good news. However, anemia can be an indication of some serious illnesses, and that's a very bad news. So, you need to check first with your doctor and ensure that you don't have hemolytic anemia, sickle cell anemia, or sideroblastic anemia. These types of anemia occur due to malfunctioning of your body, which can be treated through proper medical intervention only. You should understand that your red blood cells count has gone really low and they can't now carry enough oxygen to your body parts. Your hemoglobin, which carries oxygen to your various body parts, may also have reduced to such levels that may pose risk to your health. Home remedies for anemia. Beetroot apple juice for anemia. Apple is rich in iron along with many other health-friendly components. On the other hand, beet is high on folic acid as well as fiber and potassium. Its most nutrient-rich part is just under its peel. So, if you plan to have beets, you may cook it in a microwave oven or just roast it on gas stove with its peel still on it. After it gets cooked, peel the beet and have it. While you can always have an apple or two in a day, when you mix with beet with apple, your chances of fighting off anemia doubles up. Apple juice 1 cup, beetroot juice 1 cup, honey 1 to 2 teaspoons. Mix apple juice with beetroot juice. Add honey to this and stir well to mix it in the juice. Have this juice twice a day. Sesame seeds for anemia. Sesame seeds are yet another ingredient that may excellently work to treat anemia. Especially the black sesame seeds are a rich source of iron. There are more than one way to have sesame seeds for anemia. Sesame seeds -1 teaspoon, honey -1 tablespoon, water to soak sesame seeds. Soak sesame seeds in water for 2 hours, then strain and crush the seeds to get a paste. Add honey to this sesame seeds paste and mix well. Have this honey sesame paste twice a day. Blackstrap molasses for anemia. There are many B vitamins too in molasses. With all these components, molasses can increase red blood cell production efficiently. What is important is that even people suffering from diabetes can have this due to its low glycemic index. While you can always cover your waffles, pancakes or any other food with molasses, here is a fine home remedy to follow every day. Blackstrap molasses -2 teaspoons, apple cider vinegar -2 teaspoons, water 1 cup. Mix molasses with apple cider vinegar. Add water to this and mix well. Have this once daily. Spinach for anemia. Just half cup of spinach daily is what you need to cure your anemia. This dark green leafy vegetable is high on vitamins A, B9, E and C, iron, fiber, calcium and beta-carotene. Just half a cup of boiled spinach has 3.2 milligrams of iron, which is about 20% of daily iron requirement for a woman. So, include spinach in your daily diet. However, never forget to boil spinach, even if for a minute, because spinach also has oxalic acid in it, which interferes with the absorption of iron by body. Boiling the leaves can reduce its oxalic acid levels. Tomatoes to cure anemia. Just having more iron is not sufficient. You should be able to absorb that iron too. For this, among other foods, you can have tomatoes for best results. Tomatoes are rich sources of vitamin C and lycopene. Vitamin C is needed by your body to absorb iron. Pomegranate for anemia. Pomegranate can be called a superfruit because it has too many beneficial components within it. It has protein, carbohydrate, fat, fiber and sugars too. More importantly, it has iron and calcium. It is enriched as well as minerals like potassium and copper, other than a host of vitamins. It excellently increases hemoglobin in your blood and supports healthy blood flow. You will feel lesser exhaustion, dizziness, weakness that are typical symptoms of anemia. Parsley for anemia. Parsley, also known as rock celery, is perhaps the most popular culinary herb used worldwide. Apart from various other beneficial components, Parsley is very high on iron and folic acid. Dates remedy for anemia. Delicious palm tree fruits, dates, are a rich source of iron. Dates are also rich in such minerals as calcium, manganese, copper, and magnesium. Copper particularly is required for the production of red blood cells. So have dates daily to treat your anemia. Eating liver for anemia. The iron that we get from animals is called heme iron. Our body absorbs this dietary iron better than the non-heme iron which we get from plant-based foods. It can absorb anywhere between 15 to 35% of the heme iron, and that is a good number. Organ meat like liver is a powerhouse of iron, which is the most important nutrient that your body needs when suffering from anemia. Organ meats are much higher in nutrients than the muscle meats. Liver can provide you anywhere between 16 to 85% of your daily iron requirement depending upon what liver you are eating: calf, pork or chicken. Liver of chicken is one of the best sources of iron. Raw chicken liver has 9 mg iron, while beef liver contains about 5 mg of iron. Liver is also a very good source of B vitamins, especially B12, as well as copper, phosphorus and zinc. Whole grains, legumes, nuts for anemia. As you now know, your body can get two types of dietary iron, heme and non-heme, from two sources, namely animals and plant-based foods. Heme iron is found in animals, particularly red meat, fish and poultry. Non-heme iron can be found in both animals as well as plant-based foods. Vegetarian sources of non-heme iron are vegetables, grains, lentils and beans. Whole grains, legumes as well as nuts are good vegetarian sources of iron and folic acid. Absorption of non-heme iron, however, depends upon other foods too that you eat. So, take a balanced diet and also avoid certain other foods. Here are some tips for you. Raisins remedy to treat anemia. Raisins are an excellent source of various nutrients including calcium, potassium, sodium, protein, fiber and iron. 100 grams of these dried grapes can provide you with 1.88 milligrams iron. Many traditional medicines use raisins to treat anemia. You too can have them. Raisins 8:15, water half a cup, honey -1 teaspoon. Soak raisins in water overnight. In the morning, have them along with honey. Honey, also rich in iron, doubles up the amount of the nutrient you get. Ash gourd remedies for anemia. Ash gourd, also called winter melon, white gourd, winter gourd and wax gourd, has been used since ages by Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine to treat various ailments and medical conditions. Rich in minerals and vitamins like calcium, iron, phosphorus, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin and vitamin C, ash gourd is used as a sweet for curing weakness due to anemia. There are many ways to use ash gourd to treat your anemia. While Ayurveda recommends drying of ash gourd fruit and leaves to get their powder. Ash gourd -1 kilogram, sugar 3/2 cups, 700 grams, water enough to immerse ash gourd pieces. Peel the ash gourd and remove its seeds along with the soft pulp around the seeds. Cut the gourd into 1 2-inch pieces. Using fork, make tiny holes in the pieces. Don't exert much pressure. Boil water. Bottle gourd soup for anemia. Anemia is caused due to nutritional deficiencies. Certain fruits and vegetables are excellent to increase the amount of iron and folic acid in our blood. We have talked about beetroot, apples, dates, raisins, ash gourds and other such veggies and fruits. Bottle gourd 1, beetroot pieces, ½ cup, spinach, chopped, 1 cup, water 2 glasses. Cut bottle gourd in pieces. Take water in a pan. Add bottle gourd, beetroot and spinach to this water. Cover the pan and let it boil. Boil till the veggies become soft. Make yellow dock herbal decoction for anemia. Yellow dock is recommended by many herbalists for treating anemia due to iron deficiency. Yellow dock root -1 teaspoon, stinging nettle herb -1 teaspoon, peony root -1 teaspoon, Dangui -1 teaspoon, red clover -1 teaspoon, molasses 2 to 3 tablespoons. Water 5-6 cups. Homemade wheat germ iron tonic for anemia. Till now you have known that you have to give full attention to your diet to fight off anemia resulting from deficiency of iron, folic acid, B vitamins and some other nutrients. Along with a balanced diet, you can use herbs and other plant portions to treat your anemia. Wheat germ is one of them. It is a portion of wheat kernel which is removed while processing refined flour. Wheat germ is a powerhouse of nutrients, main being iron and zinc. Why not use wheat germ for anemia then? Here is a recipe for making a homemade iron tonic with wheat germ. This is particularly beneficial for vegetarians who cannot get some first-rated nutrients sourced from animals. Wheat germ -1 tablespoon, brewer's yeast -1 tablespoon, blackstrap molasses -1 tablespoon, canola oil -1 tablespoon, orange juice ½ cup. Add wheat germ, brewer's yeast, molasses and canola oil to orange juice. Mix well. Although you need not, but you may mix it in a blender too. Have this homemade wheat germ iron tonic 1-3 times a day. Diet plan for anemia. Iron-rich foods like liver, figs, seafood, molasses, beets, brown rice, whole grains, poultry, eggs, grapes, raisins, yams, almonds, and beans. Potassium-rich foods like broccoli, bananas, sunflower seeds, vegetables, whole grains, kiwi, dried fruits. Manganese-rich foods like whole grains, legumes, nuts, pineapple, eggs. Vitamin C-rich foods like citrus fruits, tomato, green pepper, and chives. Folic acid-rich foods like fresh green leafy vegetables, mushrooms, lima beans, black-eyed peas, kidney beans. Avoid having coffee, tea, beer, or carbonated drinks like colas with meals, otherwise you'll block the absorption of iron by your body. When you eat these foods, you may not require to follow home remedies for anemia anymore.